What is going on out there, peeps? Let's get back into gold, silver, and cryptocurrencies because there's all kinds of action going on all over the place. There's a lot of highs, a lot of lows, a lot of new records. You name it, it's jumping all over the map. And in my opinion, some of this a little orchestrated. But let's get into that here. You know, if you guys are thinking about buying precious metals, you guys know this. Head on over, check out our friends over at Money Metals Exchange. The link is down in the description. First time buyers, if you spend more than $100, use promo code Pimpy, P-I-M-P-Y, and you will get a free half ounce of silver. And at this moment, you're going to want that half ounce, okay? Silver supplies are becoming really low. And as I thought the media was going to try to do their best to downplay the silver grab and then do what they could to push the value down. We're going to be talking later on with Stefan from Money Metals Exchange, me and Rice from Rice Crypto. So we're going to be doing a live interview there. And then later on, I'll play the video again on my channel. So come check us out. If you want to see the live one, go over on Rice's channel. I believe we're at about 11:30 California time. All right. After that, I'll post it on my channel a little bit later on. All right. Also, this is, these people are saying, oh, they're smashing down the prices, the values of silver. We knew this is going to happen. I also said they're going to try to inflate cryptocurrencies. That was my opinion. They would, here's my thing. As far as anything on cryptocurrencies, if I see the values of these things go up, to me, they just automatically, the first thing that registers in my mind is that, they're manipulated or artificially pumped up. There's only one cryptocurrency, and everybody knows I like Ethereum. Whenever that goes up, you notice it's the most stable coin out there when it comes to price. The volatility on it, it goes up and down very little, where the other ones go up and down in huge swings. So to me, the one that's worth anything is the Ethereum one. To me, when that thing goes up and down, I really do trust that that's the real price. As far as other cryptocurrencies, I don't know. I find it hard to believe because nothing really backing these things up. But nonetheless, I told you this, that once silver started to take off, what would we see? All of a sudden, magically, we would start to see cryptocurrencies go up. Squirrel! You know what I mean? Like they want to distract you. They want people to get on that get rich quick adrenaline. You're seeing cryptocurrencies were running up pretty quick. As a matter of fact, I seen Bitcoin ran all the way up to above 38,000. I think it was last night. I was like, dang it went all the way back and almost recouped all the loss that had recently lost on the value. Talk about convenient timing. You know what I mean? It's like, please. But Ethereum, it set a new record today, but it's still teetering around in the same spot. Again, that's the one coin that I absolutely believe that when it comes to the value that it shows, that's it. But anyways, so they're trying to tell us now that it's fizzled, this Reddit thing, whatever it is, this worldwide movement to start buying all the silver off the market to affect the market value of silver. It's fizzled out. It's no good. As a matter of fact, the value of coins of silver are dropping. I'm telling you, do not fall for this BS. Okay? I go around, again, looking at silver experts and listening to silver bugs because they have all the great stuff for us to pay attention to. Look here, you have Bob Coleman. This is what he said. Oh my God, SLV increased 61,350 shares. New all-time one-day record change. Please retweet. That's the number of ounces that they got. Then Dave up above said, Bob, this is epic. People have no idea what is going on. But if this trend continues, those that sold what they don't have will get a lesson. He's talking about the comics. I told you they sell like 300 times more than they actually have. And that's why the comics, who's controlled it's ran by 5 bullion banks, but I believe its main manager is JP Morgan. Okay? So they're going to do anything and everything they can, including using politicians and their media buddies to try to cool that whole thing down. They'll downplay it, but all of a sudden we see stuff like this, and you're like, how can you downplay it? How can you say that this thing's fizzling out just because the price is dropping? Don't believe it. It's being manipulated. Premiums are still high. We saw what they did to GameStop. They interfered with the market. So don't think that they're not going to do this, and that's what I warned you guys about. I said, people are like, do you think it's possible to get up there? I said, yeah, it's possible, but it's going to take some work. you're going to see a lot of fighting back and forth between the good people and the bad people as far as the value of silver is concerned. I told you they were going to come out and swinging and making sure that we don't go on any kind of real run when it comes to metals, just like they stopped the GameStop situation. So that I said that we used the media to try to lie and bring out these so-called experts who would downplay what happened, just like they did when it came to the GameStop stocks. They came out and downplayed everything like it was no big deal. You know what I mean? And of course, leave it to our politicians to, hey, not go after the corrupt Wall Street or the people responsible for manipulating markets. No. You know who they're going after? Yes, the GameStop people. And now Janet Yellen, what is she going to do to help the poor people? She's not. They are right now currently investigating into what went on and are thinking about what types of regulations that they will need to put into place to protect the people. Yeah, okay, they're not. They never did anything for you before. They don't like you. They never did. Okay? So you can see right here, when you see this type of movements in their inventory, don't fall for the media's BS. Keep trying to remove as much silver off the market as possible. Don't focus on the paper value because it's manipulated. Don't focus on that. We are all in my opinion, we're moving in the right direction. Look, I'm looking forward to meeting with Stefan and getting his input on this because this is what he does for a living. You know what I mean? He owns the money metal. So I'm looking forward to hearing what he has to say about everything that we're seeing. But again, this is why like people like even Chris Marcus from Arcadia Economics, you guys know I listen to Lynette Zhang. I like listening to other people. I do my own research. But, I like listening to them because they use different sources to get their information from. And so I like listening to where they're getting their sources. And everything that we see tells you. I mean, Chris Marcus right now, I think is on a roll. I think he's gathered enough information to nail JP Morgan again. I don't know if he's on a mission, but he's challenged them to come on a show and prove him wrong. But nonetheless, he's been able to do the same thing they're doing here. Bob Coleman doing the same thing. Hey, take a look at their inventory. Pay attention to what they're doing, not what they're saying. Remember, I said it all the time. Look at this. It says they stopped GameStop because brokers put buy limits on the equity. Remember, I told you that they only allowed them one. They tried to say, well, this thing fizzled out. Well, you only allowed them to buy one share. I mean, how's that fizzling out? You limited the amount that could be bought. Of course, it's going to fizzle out. They interfered with the markets. Typical rigged system. They can't stop you from buying physical silver. It's the real Achilles heel. Well, that's half right and half not right, all right? So let me just tell you why. Sure, they can't keep you from going to your local stores, your bullion dealers, gold, silver coin. They can't keep you from going there and buying it. You can try to take, buy as much of the precious metals off your retailer's website, like Money Metals, and you might be real successful. But what can they do? With this administration? Are you kidding me? You see, this starts getting into preventing them from doing their Green New Deal if there's not enough silver out there. I don't know if we can get to that limit, but if we start interfering with their ability to get silver and we drive the cost up too high, it's going to interfere with this solar panel Green New Deal. You see, I said this before and I'll repeat it. I would not put it past the Biden administration to confiscate silver, claiming it's some kind of national emergency because we're dealing with the existential, danger of climate change. They'll use whatever excuse there is. So can they stop you from buying it? Yeah, hell yeah, they could. They could put an all-out stop on the distribution of silver for the purposes of investing when it comes to bullion buyers or retailers. Can they do that? I'm sure they could. I believe somewhere, though, in our laws, in our Constitution, says that we have a right to purchase it. So I got to remember that law. I asked Stefan about that. But nonetheless, what I'm trying to say is this. Can they stop it? Yeah, look, they have no problems with breaking laws. They have no problems with crapping on our Constitution. We just witnessed 4 years of a president get denied his due process, constitutional due process. So nothing would be surprising to me to see them do whatever it takes to stop us from running up the value of silver. Anyways, you guys know I got Pimpy's Investment Chat, same name as the YouTube channel. Come check us out. It's free to do so. There's a link. You guys know I got LBRY, the Odyssey. Over here, it's just like YouTube without all of the editing and removal and censorship of my videos. That's a good thing about it. Okay, so let's look at where the market is at the current moment. Okay, so yeah, I watch. There's another website I go to, and they have a live feed of the movement of precious metals. But I watch the one on silver, so I watch it go up and down throughout the day. And again, I warned you that they're going to try to do this. And I told you, even if they drive the value of silver and gold all the way down to $1 an ounce, don't panic, man. As a matter of fact, buy on the dip. They're going to do whatever they can to try to manipulate and convince you that this is just a thing. It already went by. It's fizzled out. And I mean, they're going to do anything and everything necessary. So we continue to remove what we can off the market, making it really hard for them to try to trick us or scare speculators or amateurs out of the market by dropping the prices real low or trying to get you to part with your physical holdings. Don't sell. Hold the line. So gold took a pretty good hit so far, $47 down, dropped below 1800. Again, this is just their way of trying to scare speculators, you know what I mean, amateurs out of the market. You're going to go, whoa, look how much it dropped, man. I'm not buying in it. And no, this is the right move. Also, too, don't be surprised if they don't manipulate the cryptocurrency market to try to keep everybody's attention off silver. Last night when I did a video, every one of those were green. Every cryptocurrency was green. But what you can't tell me is what is behind each and every one of those cryptocurrencies that should have given it an increase in value. So last night, again, when I was watching Bitcoin got up to about 38. Look at this right here. Was it 38? Look, 38,000 again. Really? What is the purpose of this drive? What is behind this? What has caused this to go up? You know what I mean? Did it got a new project? Did something just happen? I mean, that's what I was trying to figure out. So I kind of had a feeling this would happen. They would get people trying to bounce back and forth between silver, gold, as well as cryptocurrencies. Nope, don't fall for it. Look at this. Ethereum reached a new high. I told you Ethereum was a good coin. $1,687. So these, again, the only one that I can say, hey, this makes sense why their value is going up is just Ethereum. But again, there's a lot of people out there that are a lot more knowledgeable than I am. But if you want to buy cryptocurrencies like Ethereum, look, down below in my description is a link. You can follow it and it'll take you to where you can buy cryptocurrencies. I've not been wrong about Ethereum at all. It still continues to be very healthy, consistent in its value, very little volatility in it, and now it's set a new record as far as highs are concerned. So there you go. XRP, look at, they made that sucker run too. And lo and behold, Dogecoin. Man, Elon Musk mentioned it, and boom, it's up 53%. So had you jumped on Dogecoin before last night, you could have doubled your money here real quick. Well, more than doubled. So, but all of these are green, and there was no reason for them to be, because you can't explain to me how each and every one of them had anything behind it that would be driving up its value, with the exception of Ethereum. Okay, Polkadot I know as well, because it is a complement to Ethereum's scalability, so they're good, and they continue to be healthy. Look at this. I think, man, I talked about these guys like, what is it, 2-3 months ago? What is it? Let's see here, and they're still continuing to run 6 months. Look at this. Yeah. So where are we at? This is December. Yeah, this, like, I start talking about them way back over here. They're $5. It had 4 times its growth since around the time I was talking about it. So hopefully, if you guys are able to jump on those bad boys, you did, and you're able to benefit from it. But they continue to move up together. Nice, nice. Okay, so Polkadot is it assists. I was listening to Chico Crypto, and he was talking about how Polkadot was necessary to help. It was assisting Ethereum in something, but it seems to me like they're going all hand to hand. Polkadot is moving along with Ethereum. I noticed they tend to move together. Very slightly do they move apart, but there could be something there. But nonetheless, let's get back over into gold and silver. Yeah, gold is taking a slapping. We knew this was going to happen. All right. So silver, don't fall for this. Okay, they're really trying really hard to discourage people from buying more silver. When you see that, don't fall for it. Take a look at the indicators. The fact that they've, added unheard of ounces, more ounces, millions of ounces to their inventories. You know what I mean? That's the kind of thing you got to look for. I mean, like record. The amount of silver we sold, I think, in the first 6 weeks is somewhere in the neighborhood of almost half of what they usually do in a year. Okay, so look at this. Ethereum, cryptocurrency Ethereum hits record high ahead of the CME features launch. So yeah, because it's getting ready to launch, obviously, a new feature. Ethereum hit all-time highs on Wednesday, breaking above 1,500 as traders bought the cryptocurrency ahead of the launch of the Ethereum futures on the Chicago Mercantile Exchange. So it's getting ready to hit the exchange rate, or the exchange exchange board. Yeah, nice. Good job, Ethereum. Good. So it's driving the value up. Ethereum has seen year-to-date gains. Year-to-date. Good Lord. 120% compared to Bitcoin's 30 and hit a new high of 1,560. It's now above 6,000. So when this thing came out a little while ago, it was only at 1,576. But it's at 60. It's above 1,600. I mean, not 60,000, above 1,600. So again, I showed you guys what I did a year-end review on the cryptocurrencies. I said actually, all in all, there was like a gain. It looked like of about 420% for Ethereum. So not too bad. But this thing here is saying 120%. I think it's a little bit higher than that. But it was the most consistent and it had the most growth of any of the cryptocurrencies. But like I said, they have all types of projects going on at one time, more than any other cryptocurrency out there. As a matter of fact, the people that created Bitcoin are working with Ethereum as well to create other projects. So this is good. And I told people, it was my feeling that you would see Bitcoin somehow, they're going to merge together. Okay. And then Ethereum is going to end up with all that value, as well as the client base of those people who invested into Bitcoin. So again, that's just my opinion. So anyways, it says the listing of Ethereum's futures on a regulated exchange should serve to enhance the crypto market structure by allowing investors to gain exposure to the second most important cryptocurrency as a diversifier to Bitcoin, or for simple hedging existing Ethereum exposure. Nice. So we want to see that. Ethereum going big places, man. I can't talk enough about it. That's the only cryptocurrency that I really believe in. Okay. Again, over here is talking about Ethereum, and I think it has to do with, yeah, here you go. Ethereum cryptocurrency reaches record high, briefly tops 1.5. As I said before, they are now at 1,632, so that's $100 more than in. Amid the WSB trading buzz, okay? So again, it's pretty much the same thing. It's just other people writing articles talking about some great stuff for Ethereum, okay? So anyways, over here was just talking about, they're linking it to Reddit. Let's see, the largest leg higher, the latest leg higher than 1,200 came alongside turmoil in the stock markets, where brokerage platforms like Robinhood have restricted transactions to rein volatility fueled by Reddit-based retailer traders coordinating buying stock as such as GameStop. The retail frenzy prompted by Reddit forum forced hedge funds to unwind short bets on GameStop, leading to a 1,700% price rally. Okay, so we know about that, but I thought it had something to do with their Ethereum, but no, it's not. Ethereum still kicking butt. It's been the most consistent cryptocurrency out there that I spoke about. All right, I like it. I love it. So let me show you. Remember I told you when the politicians, the bankers, and the media, these idiots all work together in the same crime syndicate. Why? I mean, we know this. Hollywood's all part of the same hype. So what happens when something really good happens for the people, the poor people? You know, when the people have a chance to play a level playing field of our bankers, and they don't like that. I told you, they don't like for us to do that. They don't like it at all. They never did. Okay? So having said that, let me show you the kind of crap. People have got to be tired of this now. Anytime something good comes from an organization that helps people, what do they always say? Oh, they're white supremacists. Yeah, they literally called the Reddit people and used pictures from 4chan to say they're part of a white supremacy group. I'm not even kidding you. The Reddit group is the same people that came together to pump up the GameStop stock, and it also says something about silver. Okay, we know this. But look, again, everything is Russia, Russia, Russia. White supremacists, people after a while, you're like, really? Really? This is what they try to do to really discredit things. That's the new thing. It comes from Russia, or it's controlled by Russia, or some bots, because they don't want you to believe that people are behind any of these movements. They can't afford for you to do that. So they'll just lie and say, well, these are Russian bots that caused this. Or they'll say, oh, white supremacy. People have got to be getting tired of this crap. But listen to this idiot here.
GameStop, if you don't know, it's a video game store. And like a lot of businesses, they've been struggling because of COVID, but also because most people buy games online now. And yet, despite a sharp decline in sales, over the past 6 months, their stock price has grown by 8,000%. Right, because a bunch of amateur investors, maybe even some Russian disruptors who are part of a Reddit community called Wall Street Bets, decided to buy a bunch of GameStop stock. And GameStop...
Yeah. Jimmy Kimmel, your eyes are swelling up. Looks like you're starting to become an alcoholic. I can understand it. I wouldn't want to live your life. Congratulations for selling out your soul to push this stupid crap all the time. So again, this is what they do. I told you that. Whenever anything pops up that's good, that helps the people, they attack it. We've been seeing them do this for a long time. They don't want you to make money. They want you to be part of this great reset. If they can't push you into universal basic income and then control you if you have money to survive with. So they get idiots like this full here. And this is what they, Russia. You can see he was like, man, seriously, I got to push this crap. You can just see it in his face. Watch when he goes to say that this is probably like he struggles to say Russia, because I know he's thinking to himself, man, I can't believe I have to push this crap. Listen.
If you don't know, it's a video game store. And like a lot of businesses, they've been struggling because of COVID, but also because most people buy games online.
I mean, look at him. Doesn't it look like he just showed up after being hungover all day?
Line now. And yet, despite a sharp decline in sales,
right here, your struggles.
Over the past 6 months, their stock price has grown by 8,000%. Because a bunch of amateur investors, maybe even some Russian disruptors who are part of a...
Maybe some... But that's what they did. I seen articles of them go, oh, look, this only happened because a bunch of amateurs went out there. Back in olden days, they used to do this with professionals. They're just going to do anything and everything they can to discredit this movement by saying, hey, you guys are all duped by Russia or amateurs that just want to pump it up and they get rich while you lose your money. That's what they'll do. They'll say and create all kinds of fake stories. Now, again, GameStop stock's different to deal with than silver. Of course, stock's paper money, okay? Silver, that's different because you can't go to GameStop and take the games out and bring them home and hold on to them. Silver, you can actually physically take off the market and hold it and own it. So that's the difference between dealing with stocks and then also dealing with precious metals. Okay, we want to take them and own them. We want to take them off the market, as many as possible. Reddit and Robinhood Army fights with grievance capital to break Wall Street's elite wall. Look at this, like grievance capital. Like, in other words, oh, they just want to stick it to the people or stick it to the man. Yeah, that's partially true, but they also got together, worked with a lot of people who are pissed because they got a $600 stimulus check while our government sent trillions of dollars of taxpayers' money overseas to other countries. What the hell? Why don't you take care of your people first? That was a great thing about 45 being in there. It was all about, you know what, let's take care of our people first before we run around and try to take care of the rest of the world. So, of course, again, here we go. But you can see where this is headed. Yeah, Janet Yellen going in there to say, what the hell happened? How did these people do it? How do we keep them from getting rich? We need these little peasants to stay poor. Grievance capital is what the Reddit and Robinhood traders are deploying in their persistent effort to topple Wall Street. Hedge funds. After all, would you like to be called unsophisticated, unqualified, uncredible, and low net worth? You mean like Jimmy Kimmel just dead? Just saying a bunch of amateurs? Yeah, okay. Suppose that excluded you from opportunities given to an elite who were dubbed sophisticated, qualified, accredited, and high net worth. And what if all that was done in the name of protecting you from yourself? Moreover, suppose the elite were a secretive $3 trillion group giving $100 million annually to political campaigns and paying $10 million a year in lobbyists. That's a great article. That's more to the point. You see, those politicians are not there for you. They never were. They protect their own, and in return, they get special little lobbyist gifts, and they get money through their campaigns, and somehow magically their family members magically get stock in millions of dollars too. It's crazy how that works out. I told you guys already. This is AOC's going into her 3rd year in office, and she's about to become a millionaire. You know, that same little socialist, my favorite representative, Seabiscuit herself. All right, anyway, so you can see right here, this is what we're dealing with. Furthermore, what if the group's sizable fees meant that their 25 highest paid received a total compensation exceeding the U.S. kindergarten teachers combined and taxed as far lower rates, So again, this is what they do have, and that is part of their goal, I think, to really just expose the corruption and the manipulation of the market. But at the same time, you know, make as much money by using the same tricks and trades that these Wall Street hedge funds use. So they knew how they manipulate the market. So what they did is they knew how to counter it, and they knew how to make money off of these illegal manipulations. So now all of a sudden people are like, well, these guys committed crimes. No, they didn't. You see, they knew where the crimes were being committed by the hedge funds. And then they went over there and said, okay, if you're going to do this to commit a crime, I'm going to take what you're doing to commit the crime and do the opposite and get the money myself. And then it was interfered with. What's going on with silver? This is why I'm telling you guys, man. I'm telling you right now, don't believe the hype. Look at this. U.S. Mint couldn't meet demand for gold and silver due to the Rona buying. Yeah, sure. That's what it is. That plus the Reddit frenzy just kicked it off. But gold's been for the past year, and it has nothing to do with, well, it has partially to do with the pandemic, but for the most part, we know the economy is going to crash. People are more educated, even amateurs and speculators. I mean, I do my best to get out there and say, hey, don't fall for this, but they're becoming wiser. A lot of the new investors are millennials. They're starting to do their own research. They're learning not to get, don't fall for the media hype. Don't fall for the lies. And then whenever you see something drop, like in value, don't panic. Don't let them shake you out of this. No matter how far it goes down, you hold tight. Okay? Hold tight. We're winning this fight. Sales of bullion rose 258% as investors raced for a safe haven, and online activists launched the buying frenzy, which they did. Now, this article says pretty much the same thing as the other one I'm about to read you, but I just wanted to show you that multiple people are talking about this. Zero Hedge had a pretty good little write-up on what's going on with the silver market. It says U.S. Mint warns it can't meet surging demands for silver and gold. Good. Good. We don't want you to. We want you to put as much on the market as possible so that we could buy it all. And eventually, you're no longer going to be able to manipulate the prices. But having said that, don't be surprised. And I wouldn't put it past our own government, especially with the Biden administration, to all of a sudden come out with some new executive order that would demand confiscation or the overall stop of selling bullion to the people. So that is the level in which they will go to do this type of stuff. That's just my opinion. With the Fed printing money out the wazoo, monetizing the Rona relief packages debt as fast as Congress can pass the bills, demands for the bullion was already surging. However, the last week or so, on the heels of the Reddit raiders taking aim at silver, demand for silver and gold coins has exploded. Yes, it did. I pushed that sucker like you wouldn't believe. Sales of U.S. gold coins bullion coins rose 258% in 2020, while silver coin demand was up 28%. Why does that feel like that's wrong? I'm sure it was higher than 28%. Huh. But anyways, so you can see the American Eagles over here. This is why, you guys, I tell you, be comfortable about your investment. if you're hoping something happens overnight to magically give you something, make you wealthy, this is not probably the right thing for you. But I would say, look, hold on to it. I mean, it rose from, I think, where were we? I seen on a scale, just in the past year, went from like, I think it was like $15, $16 is where the year started out with silver, and it got up as high as we know. It got into the 30s, and then it's been kind of teetering around a $25, $26 range. So that's a pretty good little jump in just a 1 year's time. But that was 2020. 2021, it's going to jump up even more. All right, so hang tight, hold on to your inventory, understand that they're going to do this, and don't panic. Okay, we don't want to panic. There are massive shortages. We'll be completely out of stock if this carries on like this. This is the first time since our company opened up in Singapore 7 years ago. Okay? So this is the managing director from Indigo Precious Metals. It says in here, in the short term, stocks may run out since it takes a long time for sea shipping. But overall supplies are ample. Yeah, okay. Are they? Are they really? Premiums are jumping out the yin-yang, that's for sure, and we're watching that. It says the U.S. Mint is limited distributions of its gold, silver, and platinum coins to specific dealers because of the heavy demand and the limit numbers of suppliers of metals. Yeah. We are depleting the overall inventory. That's why I keep telling you, if you have the means to do so, if you have some discretionary funds, I don't want people tapping into retirement accounts or putting a second mortgage on your house. Don't do that. Just if you got discretionary funds, if you got family, friends, whatever, you tell everybody, if you can, buy one, buy two, buy as many as you can afford. Remove them. Take physical possession of them. The United States Mint said on Tuesday it was unable to meet surging demands for its gold and silver bullion. We already know this. So it says heavy buying has continued in 21. So it started in 2020, to be honest with you. Now, it was already, I told you, before this frenzy happened, before this whole Reddit thing, on the silver market, there was already scarcity as far as supplies were concerned. Now you add on to that the mints around the world either closing down for a while or short-staffed due to the Rona. That makes it even less coins out there, bullion coins out there, because the mints were closed down for a period of time. But as far as overall supply and inventory of silver, yeah, it's getting low. There's too many things going on, too much demand from. Like I said, I felt, and this is just my opinion, and sometime within the next 10 years, you're going to see silver overtake gold as far as value is concerned. That's just, again, my opinion. But for them to say, oh, this thing's fizzled out, and then to smash the price down, we know they do all kinds of tricks to manipulate the price, but you could clearly see they're adding large amounts of silver to their inventory. Why would they do that if this thing was supposedly over? Anyways, that's it for now. Let me know what you think, man. Hit the thumbs up button. If you're not a subscriber, please do so, because we do. It helps out the channel, and I surely do appreciate it. And I'll catch you later.